Hello, Libra. How are you? Welcome to your November 2023 horoscope. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So, starting out on November 3rd, we're going to have the Sun in your Scorpio second house oppose Jupiter in your Taurus eighth house. So, there's a couple ways that I can look at this. Number one is it could be the money that you're making is allowing you to pay off some debts. Okay, if you have them, excuse me. Number two, I will also say, um, your guys' self-esteem right now is maybe very much wrapped up in the money that you're trying to make. You have Mars there, you have Mercury there. You've been putting a lot of effort into the money that you're making, right? Um, you could have a partner that is making money and putting in less effort, right? So you could feel like I'm putting in all of this effort and my partner's just bringing in this money. I'm not going to lie, for some of you, especially with all of this being in Scorpio, you could be getting a little jealous of the resources that someone else is making. Okay? I hate to make it sound like that, but you know, I just want to say be cautious of egos at this time. However, this could also be you and a partner in a disagreement about where money should be going or who owes who what. Okay. And then on the same day, November 3rd, Venus in your Virgo 12th house is going to make a strange opposition to Neptune in your Pisces 6th house. So Venus is you, right? So whatever Venus is kind of doing is kind of like what you're doing. I do want to say, I feel like you want to sit back, relax, rest, creativity, focus on love, focus on getting stuff done behind the scenes, maybe, right? Not really wanting to go out in the world. Maybe you're putting off going to the gym, putting off things that you need to get done. So just a little word of caution around that time. On November 4th, Saturn is going to go direct in your Pisces sixth house. So things can start to move forward. Decisions can start to be being made around health, work, and routine. This could also be some of you starting to finally set boundaries when it comes to certain enemies, or certain coworkers, or they could be setting those boundaries with you to be completely honest. Um, Health issues or a new workout routine can finally move forward with more ease as well. On the same day, on November 4th, Mercury in your Scorpio second house is going to oppose Uranus in your Taurus eighth house. So you guys have been busy, 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 right? When it comes to making money. But some of you could have like a surprise debt that you need to pay off. Like you get something in the mail or you get a call, right? Uranus does rule your fifth house. And so for some of you, you could have like a younger person or a child or someone you're dating that maybe is like asking you for money or that needs your help financially. Okay. I don't think this is the best time for investments or like taking some kind of like financial risk either, to be honest. And then on November 6th, we're going to have Venus in your Virgo 12th house, and she's going to make a gorgeous trine to Pluto in your Capricorn fourth house. So someone you live with, maybe a partner or a family member could be putting some money into the house. Pluto does rule your second house, right? Which is making you feel like you can rest and relax more. Maybe you have family kind of helping you out with something around the home. Maybe someone is taking care of rent, who knows, or rent is paid, right? Or you've done some healing work from your past and your childhood or with family so you can finally heal and let go and end something that maybe has been kind of keeping you hostage in some way. This can also just, see you as this resting and relaxing that you're doing at home is maybe changing the way you view yourself or changing your own sense of self esteem. And then on November 8th, we're going to have Venus entering your Libra first house. Thank God, right? So Venus loves being in Libra. You'll be very focused, self focused. You'll be pampering yourself, shopping, loving on yourself. This is a great time for a spa day. This is a great time for making upgrades to your appearance, changing your wardrobe. A lot of creativity, focus on creativity. You could attract a partner if you have one, or excuse me, you could be attracting a partner if you're single, or if you have a partner, you could be feeling more loving, and they're loving towards you, and they're showing you more affection. On the same day, on November 8th, Mercury in your Scorpio second house is going to sextile Pluto in your Capricorn fourth house. So there may be some money that you spend on a home, upgrading the home, or an opportunity maybe to do so because the changes that are being made to your pocketbook and the determination and the focus that you've had in regards to pulling in money. Good flowing convos with family, I can see here as well, or someone you live with is like maybe making you feel good and like giving you a little ego boost. And then on November 10th, Mercury enters your Sagittarius third house. So Mercury doesn't do great in Sagittarius, but Mercury does love being in the third house. So when Mercury hits the third, this can be incredibly busy. This can be a really, really busy time. I know that when planets are transiting my third house or my sixth house, it's like, oh my God, got a bunch of crap going on there. I want to say you could be getting busy around vehicles, skills. Maybe you're learning a skill set, traveling to see extended family, writing projects, podcasts, or whatever tickles your fancy. On the same day, November 10th, Mercury in Sagittarius is in your third house, is going to square at Saturn in your Pisces sixth house. So I want to say be careful of like car breakdowns around this time. Maybe you're trying to get to work and you can't, your car breaks down. How do I get to I don't know, your I don't know anything. Your starter blows, right? Who knows? And then you can't get to the gym. You can't make it to these doctor's appointments. Some of you are also realizing that in order to do better at your job, you kind of need to upgrade your skill set in some way. Maybe needing to take a refresher course or, learn something new. It could also be you guys wanting to travel or go somewhere, but it could be like work and scheduling issues or kind of like, how can I move this around? Mercury does rule your 12th and your ninth house. And so I could also see you guys having a lot of philosophical debates with a coworker or someone not really appreciating your stance on something. Then on November 11th, we're going to have Mars in your Scorpio second house, and it's going to oppose Uranus in your Taurus eighth house. I want to say be careful once again. Be careful of heated arguments or issues between you and a partner's money. I could definitely see that happening. Who owes what? Who pays what? My money, your money, your money, my money. Be cautious of getting like a wild hair up your ass and blowing a bunch of money as well on a whim. Like being impulsive with your money, I feel like you're going to regret it. You could also suddenly need to pay off a debt or something with children with the connection to Uranus in your fifth house. And then on November 13th, you're going to have a new moon in your Scorpio second house. It's going to make a conjunction to Mars and going to make a trine to Neptune. Obviously, the ruler of this new moon is Pluto and is Mars. So this could be like a new stream of income. I could definitely see that, a new way of making money. However, Mars does rule your seventh house of relationships. So I could also see this as you getting into a relationship. Maybe with somebody that you feel like very much values you, or letting go even of a relationship because you don't feel like you're being valued by somebody. I could also see you and another person kind of maybe putting your heads together a little bit and finding a new way to start a business or make money together. This could allow you to maybe work smarter instead of harder, especially with that trine to Neptune in your sixth. And then I also want to say you may make a purchase. You may make a purchase with something here. Maybe something creative for work. Maybe something to do with health. Something to help you out with your day to day. And then on November 15th, Mercury in your Sagittarius third house is going to sextile Venus in your Libra first house. So it seems like because of the work you're putting into yourself, like self-love, changes that you're making, somehow it seems like maybe you get an opportunity here to travel or to get on a podcast or, learn something new, right? On November 17th, Mars and the Sun in your Scorpio second house is going to make a gorgeous trine to Neptune in your Pisces sixth house. So you may take it upon yourself to like chill the fuck out, excuse my French, and relax from the day to day of the hustle and bustle. You may decide that you want to focus on the things that make you feel good, like creative expression, right? Neptune can be very creative, poetry and writing music and blah, blah, blah. I will say some of you could maybe have a sexual attraction to someone at the gym, maybe, or a coworker. You could even feel maybe a little possessive over this person with Mars and the Sun being in Scorpio. November 18th, the sun in your Scorpio second house is going to make a conjunction with Mars in your Scorpio second house. So if you have an intimate partner, at this time, you could feel very possessive over this person, being wanting to be all in their business, wanting to be very attached at the hip in some way. This could this could represent a bit of sensual or sexy time with a partner. Second house can be very sensual. Mars can be very sexy. If this is a business partner, there could be you guys really like putting your nose to the grindstone, and figuring out how to make some big financial dream come true, possibly. Okay. The sun ruling your 11th. On November 20th, the sun and Mars in your Scorpio second house is going to sextile Pluto in your Capricorn fourth house. So it just seems like things seem to be going pretty well, where there's opportunities for changes to be made around the home, around finances, around the money that you're making, which is changing your home and family life for the better as well. November 22nd, the sun is going to enter your Sagittarius third house. On the same day-ish, the sun in your Sagittarius third house is going to square Saturn in your Pisces sixth house. So this is going to be more focus, more busyness around vehicles, riding. The sun does rule your 11th house, of friends and goals. And so you could be collaborating with people maybe on some kind of, creative projects or writing projects, turning a dream maybe into a reality, and trying to make it happen. You could be hanging out with people, friends in the neighborhood as well, neighbors, extended family members. And with that square to Saturn and Pisces, it seems like you're really busy. Like I said before, the third and the sixth house is always going to be a little busy. So it kind of makes me feel like maybe there's some issues with you trying to focus on goals and dreams and get stuff done and the running around. And you feel like you just don't have the time. You feel like you don't have the time. You may need to delegate tasks to somebody else, to be able to kind of make that happen. And then on November 24th, you're also going to have Mars, which is going to enter your Sagittarius third house around the same day-ish. Mars is going to square Saturn in your Pisces sixth house, just like the sun did. So this is more determination around writing, around learning, around extended family members. You could also, Mars and Sagittarius, be careful of like letting loose lips fly. This is like what you're saying. So I want to say, like, be careful of like putting your foot in your mouth a little bit, or saying things you don't mean, or you could be very blunt. Right? Mercury there, Mars there, the sun there. You could be very blunt. So nothing wrong with being blunt. I'm just saying, just be cautious of what you say. This is also not the best time to be speed racing on the freeway. Be careful doing day-to-day tasks, because you can be more prone to accidents here. You could drive, hit another car, end up in the hospital, not being able to go to work now, not being able to go to the gym, not being able to do the things that you need to get done. And like I said before, delegate your tasks. And we're going to end the month with a full moon in your Gemini ninth house. And the ruler of this full moon is going to be Mercury, and he's going to be in Sagittarius, and he's going to square Neptune in your Pisces sixth house. So if you've been planning some kind of trip, Libra, you will either have to let go of that trip, or you are possibly getting ready to finalize it. I'm feeling like with that square to Neptune, you could be asking like coworkers maybe to cover for you, and they're like, you're just not hearing from them, like crickets, right? Like nobody's really helping you out. You feel like you don't really know what's going on with scheduling at work. Who the fuck is going to take care of the cat? Excuse my French. Who's going to take care of the cat, right? It's like it's kind of crickets. Like everything seems more so up in the air while you're trying to make these plans. So I guess my advice to you would be to make sure that you have all of your I's dotted and your T's crossed before you actually plan something and solidify something. Okay. So thank you so much, Libra. Let me know how this is playing out for you in the comment section below. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe if you have not. Thank you so much, and talk soon. Bye.